everyone, and welcome to Good Morning Akron. I'm Sarah, your host, and it's our very first time live, and we are very excited to be live here in the studio. And I get to talk to Mia Klinger, and she is the Artistic Director of Ballet Excel Ohio. How are you, Mia?
I'm so great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yes, I'm just super glad that you're my first live guest.
I am too. I love live.
Okay. Well, first of all, for someone who's never heard of you and never heard of Ballet Excel Ohio, let's start with a little bit of the history of the company.
Sure. My mother started Ballet Excel Ohio back in 1975. We were the fourth oldest youth ballet when we started.
Okay.
We're the oldest youth ballet in Ohio, and one of the oldest, of course, in the United States. So it's just exciting that she took this kind of pioneer attitude, and people told her, "Oh, you're crazy for starting a youth ballet," and now we're in our 47th season.
That's amazing.
And I know. I'm just so blessed that my mom had that kind of can-do, just she never gave up. She was like, I know what I'm doing, and this is a great thing, and it is. It's great for the kids. So.
And I love that you are carrying on her legacy. You ended up doing what she loves too, which doesn't always happen. No. I have kids that aren't into the same things that I'm into, which is okay, but I love that you did get into the same thing as her, and you love what you do. So share a little bit about yourself and what you do as artistic director.
So, of course, I feel so fortunate to take over from my mother. And yeah, you're right. Like, she never made me feel like I had to continue the company, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
It was such a great thing. So I, of course, arrange all the choreographers to come in town. I decide on the ballets. What makes us really unique is that we don't do the regular, Swan Lakes and ballets that have been done before. We are the first ballet company to do Madeline.
Wow.
We also are the first ballet company to do Fancy Nancy. So we try to do really unique and fun ballets that have never been done before. And these kids get the opportunity to work with world famous choreographers. And they even have had composers in the room that compose the music. So, for instance, the ballet we're doing this year, Snow White, they actually had the opportunity of sitting in with the composer, and he composed all the music.
How amazing is that? I mean, what cool opportunities for you guys as a company, for these kids to get to be a part of, to see all the different aspects of creativity as well. Maybe they're not probably all going to become professional dancers, but they get to see this cool aspect of, hey, maybe I want to go into music and do this part of dance, or maybe I want to go into choreography and do this part of dance. Maybe I want to run a company or a youth company someday. Yeah. So that's really cool that you guys give them all those opportunities.
Oh yeah, it's the wonderful thing about the arts is that it brings you to a higher level of intelligence when you learn it at a high level. So whatever these kids end up doing, they are the top in their field. We have CEOs, CFOs, judges, doctors, lawyers. These women and men become a part of something greater.
Yeah.
And they don't realize it, of course, until they get older, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is what I got to experience as a child. So,
well, because it goes beyond dance, because of course you're teaching them dance, but you're teaching them, other things as well, can you come to class on time? Can you keep your attention span for an hour? Things like that are important in their everyday life too.
Right, yeah, no, and can you accept disappointment in your life, and how do you deal with it? Do you go forward, or you just quit every time you're disappointed? So yeah, they go through a lot of really wonderful life lessons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to share about your fundraiser coming up, because this is exciting. It's called Bluegrass and Bourbon. It's a gala for 2023. So go ahead and share with us. First of all, where is it going to be located?
Well, it's going to be located at Hale Farm and Village,
which is so fun.
In Bath, Ohio.
What a great location.
It is the perfect location. We couldn't have picked it better. And Hale Farm has been wonderful to work with. So we're also going to have a bluegrass band.
Kind of figured there would be something there.
Of course, yeah. It's the Hog String Band.
Okay.
And a very famous area musician, Jen Maurer.
Okay.
She runs it, and she is spectacular. And the fiddler is someone that you don't want to miss. I mean, he is one of the best fiddlers ever.
That's amazing.
We're so excited to have them as part of our program.
So much fun. So that's the bluegrass aspect. Tell me about the bourbon aspect of it.
Oh boy, I've learned so much about bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know barely anything, so you'll have to share with me.
I'm not a bourbon drinker, but I have learned a lot, and I have been one of those people waiting in line for an hour to get that special bourbon. Of course, we've had donations too, and we have some really rare and unique bourbons at this event. One of them, Blanton's Gold, which is you'll never find it anywhere. So we have that. We also have a bourbon barrel table.
Okay. So people can do a tasting, and then are there going to be bourbons that they can also bid on? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So they're going to go in, they're going to get their tastings. There is an auction with a bourbon barrel table and a lot of bourbon things.
Bourbon-themed items, yes.
And other things, too. I mean, there's not just bourbon because, like I said, I'm not a bourbon drinker, so I need something else.
Right, and so someone maybe who's not a bourbon drinker, they could still come and really enjoy the event, enjoy the bluegrass bands.
Yes,
There's
the
going to be
bluegrass
more going on.
band. And we do something called a dessert dash, which is our signature event.
Okay.
And it is so fun. Women take off their shoes and run as fast as they can to grab the best dessert, and it's a wonderful event.
So it's like a race, and you just run and you grab the best dessert, and then you
kind of.
What do you do with it?
Each table bids on the dessert. And the highest bidding table gets to go run first.
Okay.
And then he calls them every couple seconds after that. And so people are running to get the best dessert. And of course, the person that bids the lowest gets a bag of Chips Ahoy or something.
That's fun. That's fun. That's really cool. Okay, so tell us, we need to know the date, and we need to know the time, and then where we can get all the information.
Sure. It's October the 6th, which is a Friday.
Okay.
At 6:30, Hale Farm. And the website that you can go to buy tickets is balletexcelohio.org.
Perfect.
Am I forgetting anything else?
Yeah. So do you have social media that we can share?
Yes. Ballet Excel Ohio.
Both on Instagram and Facebook, right?
and Facebook. And,
perfect.
It shows really fun things that we do during the event. And it's dress down, which is what everyone wants nowadays. Wear your blue jeans, cowboy boots.
Really fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really fun event. I love that it's a little bit different. It's not your, everyday gala that's going on. And I love that you guys have put this on. It sounds like a lot of fun. Is there going to be any bluegrass dancing? I feel like with the dance.
There is.
Okay.
There is. So
that's cool.
A couple of my dancers, the oldest dancers, are learning a bluegrass line dance.
Oh, so much
so
fun.
You can come up front and join in and, of course, dance in the evening.
Well, that'll be great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I really hope that people come out and attend. I mean, what a great location. What a great event. Sounds amazing.
It is.
And what is the money going to go to as we wrap up?
So the money goes, of course, to the ballet. We have the largest underserved program in Northeast Ohio, and these kids go on to professional careers, sometimes in dance, and if they don't, they learn great life lessons.
That's amazing. So some of it goes towards scholarships to some of the kids as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mia. Enjoyed having you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing more live shows coming up.